Hello, everybody. Welcome along. It is midweek. It is FA Cup time. We have 3 ties tonight, all Championship versus Championship, and we are going to be keeping up with Plymouth Argyle versus Leeds United. Get yourself comfortable, make yourself known in the chat, and enjoy tonight's FA Cup watch along. Good evening, everybody. Great to see you in midweek FA Cup action. We had fun. Well, not much fun for me with my Ipswich hat on, doing Ipswich versus Maidstone, but hell of a shocker in the FA Cup we watched last week, 10 days ago. I'm trying to think exactly how long ago it was. We also did West Brom v Wolves, which was intriguing for many reasons. Tonight we are doing Plymouth versus Leeds. We are watching on the BBC, and I would love to get your takes and your opinions throughout the games on this FA Cup 4th round replay. In fact, we're just seeing the highlights from the first game, which you'll see along the ticker down the bottom there, was not very long ago. We did actually have Sam Parkin's Worldie of the Week in that game with Jaden Anthony. Great dribble and bending one in the corner, and Adam Randell getting the equalizer for Plymouth. It's a replay that probably Leeds wanted far less than Plymouth did, given that they're going to have to travel tonight all the way down to the southwest. And it's one of those situations as well, if you are a fan of Leeds or Southampton, who are also playing tonight, do you kind of want that midweek free at the end of the month? You certainly didn't want a replay, but what it does mean is if Leeds and Southampton tonight can both get the win, they're going to be playing Saturday midweek for, I think, 5 weeks in a row. Southampton will. Leeds won't, actually, because they did move that game against Norwich City a few weeks ago. So they will have one spare midweek. But let's say some hellos and then we'll get into it. It looks a bit rough and ready there with Alex Scott in their coverage. The umbrellas are out down at Home Park in Plymouth. Let's say some hellos here. Need Smokes. Give this watch along a miss. He's going to be in the Devonport end. There we go. Enjoy the game. Andrew, Home Park can be a difficult place to play when the machine is working. Yes, indeed. Ewan, welcome to you. Sir Anir, welcome to you. Morning in Manila, 3:30 a.m. Goodness me, that is some commitment there. Nick Knack, welcome. Speaking of commitment, look there by Nick Knack's name. Look there by Lord J's name as well. These people are members, and we really, really appreciate them signing up. Welcome. Championship game on BBC One. You love to see it. Kev, welcome. Call me young man if you want, but look at the grey in the beard that keeps getting comments each and every week. So, yeah, I'm not feeling very young anymore. A lot of travelling for Leeds at the moment, very much so. They go, I think, is it Bristol City twice? Is that no? Plymouth twice? I can't think. I think they play them in the league as well. Bristol City they've been to. Swansea as well over the course of 5 matches, I believe. Bremner's Ghost, welcome. Plymouth do have a decent home record. Yes, last season they had an absurd home record getting promoted from League One. So this is most definitely, this is the place where Plymouth will feel they can get results in these cup games. Leeds, 2,200. I mean, the Plymouth fans are going to be saying Cry Me a River to that. They probably do that every single month, don't they? But it is what it is. Sean, welcome to you. Alfie, welcome to you. James, need to watch that trophy with the weather. Yeah, it is absolutely teaming it down in the southwest there. We're going to have a look at the teams in just a second, but have a look up there. No match bingo tonight. They don't have FA Cup in terms of the data they get, but do get involved on Friday night. We are going to be covering Sheffield Wednesday versus Birmingham. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do over on Match Bingo right now. I'm going to buy my card in front of your face. I'm going to click there, confirm purchase. The wheel's going to spin for a while. Complete purchase successful. View cards. There we go. So I am in the game for Sheffield Wednesday versus Birmingham on Friday night. Really looking forward to that. Thank you as ever to Match Bingo for sponsoring our watch-alongs. You can get involved over on Match Bingo. Have to move the banner down the bottom there, but click on that QR code and they'll know that we sent you, and go and get involved. There are free games. The one I just joined in is £2 to play, but loads of good prizes in there. Sometimes the jackpots get bolstered to £1,000. And we did have our friend Paul win £1,000 on Match Bingo. And I am duty bound to say, please, for goodness sake, play responsibly. Here comes the team news. Let's have a look and see how Daniel Farker and Ian Foster are playing this one tonight. How many of the first teamers are going to be playing? The answer is quite a few, isn't it? On both sides of the aisle here. Connor Hazard in goal for Argyle. It's Brendan Galloway, Lewis Gibson, and Ashley Phillips, who's come in on loan from Spurs. He was a Blackburn youngster, very highly rated. Speaking of very highly rated, this right-hand side for Plymouth, there is Barley Mumba, excellent player. Matthew Sorinola are the two wing-backs. In midfield, Joe Edwards and Adam Randell, the scorer of the equalizer at Elland Road, just a week, 10 days ago. There is Callum Wright, who arrived in the January transfer window last season. And there he is, the main man, Morgan Whittaker, the top scorer in the Championship joint with Sammy Smodic. He's actually got 17 in all competitions. What a player he is looking. Ryan Hardy up top. Talk about Hardy, talk about hard running. One of not many real true number 9 focal point type strikers in the Championship. Keep your comments coming in. For Leeds, Ilan Meslier in goal. So plenty of first choice players here. I would also class Sam Byram as a first choice for most of the season, although Leeds have now brought in Connor Roberts on loan from Burnley. Got promoted with them last season, didn't he? And got to the playoff final with Swansea. There is Junior Firpo, who has come into the team recently. Leeds fans maybe not enamoured with him over his time there at Elland Road, but he's in the team now, and Daniel Farker knows the type of player it takes to get out of the Championship because he's won it twice. Joe Rodon on loan from Spurs, another one, teammate of Ash Phillips. Liam Cooper in. Not many starts for him this season through injury, but no Pascal Struijk for Leeds. Now, Willie Gnonto is obviously not going to play in central midfield. So let's click on Glenn Kamara, who will partner Ilya Gruev. And it'll be Gnonto, Matteo Joseph, I think he wears on his shirt, and Jaden Anthony across the front. I'm guessing Joseph will play in the 10 position or up front. And Joel Pirro is in, recently been out of the team, which does mean that the 3-year 1 parachute teams all signed strikers for massive fees this season. Pirro, Cannon, and Stewart. And I don't think any of them are going to be key players as the season goes on. We are going to have a look at some of your comments. They are the teams. Let me just bang through the benches real quick, and then we will get some predictions. Not entirely sure why there's so few Plymouth players there, but Wayne, Isaka, Roberts, Matthews, Scott, and Burton on the bench there for Leeds. Look at this bench, Christ. Somerville, Rutter, Gelhart, Bamford, Ampadu, Gray, Cresswell, Vanden Heuvel, and Klassen. So Leeds do certainly have the option if we get to 30 minutes, 25 minutes to go, and they want to make a incredible kind of substitution of, I don't know, Somerville, Bamford, and Rutter all in at once. They could scare the living bejesus out of Plymouth with some of their star players there in reserve. We're going to go to some comments and then we will go to predictions. First of all, let me say a big thank you to Anir, who I swear has super chatted like the last 5 streams. So big thank you, Anir. Very, very kind indeed. Welcome everyone in the chat. Looks like you're chatting amongst yourselves. So there we go. Are you going to give us a tune on the piano? The Kronos is in the background. There's no speaker and it's not plugged in, but someone always asks. Right. Shall we go for some predictions then? You have got 16 seconds, guys. Stick the team names in. You can tell me if you think they'll do it in extra time or penalties or whatever. I think we do get extra time and penalties if it is level tonight. Let me know your score prediction and how this one is playing out. 16 seconds. Write the teams in. It helps me out. Get your predictions in. Let's go. Interested to hear your predictions on this one, guys. Let me know how you see it going. Just a quick plug, if you don't mind. Championship Check-In podcast out now. An hour with Sam Parkin last night. Put a clip up talking about the promotion picture already. We'll stick another clip up tomorrow as well. You can get it on Spotify and audio and all of that good stuff. And the predictions we filmed as well yesterday. They'll go up tomorrow. So do keep in touch with the channel. Let's have a look at some predictions here. What have we got? Let's dive in. Here we go, Jay. 3-1 Leeds, 2-1 Leeds, 4-1 Leeds, 1-0 Plymouth, 2-1 Plymouth, 2-1 Plymouth. There you go, it's evened it out. I Speak Whale predicts 0-0 every time. Fortunately, he's been wrong every time for these ones. So get it in there and hopefully we'll get some goals. 2-1 Plymouth. 2-2 Plymouth on Penn, says Jules. Leeds, just to qualify, I guess. Oh, thanks, Kev. Yeah, Southampton, Watford tonight as well. Who else have we got? Coventry and Wednesday, I believe. Saints 2-1, 3-0 Leeds, 4-2 Leeds. Goals. Give me them goals. 2-1 Plymouth. Ollie, yeah, head and heart there. We'll go with head. 2-1 Leeds. Nick Knack. Remember, if you are a member, hit the join button. Look, you get that in resplendent green as well. Your comments get highlighted there. We love that. Kev, 2-1 Leeds. Bremner's goes 3-1 Leeds. So in the main, as sort of expected, you guys, I wouldn't say heavy on Leeds, but you guys are backing Leeds to win this one. And God, it looks like it's howling a gale and raining. Looks horrible down there to play football in. Let's just quickly have a look at those other couple of fixtures, even though I told you what they were in the FA Cup, as Daniel Farker tries to zip his coat up and keep out of the English winter. There we go. So it's Coventry Wednesday tonight. Plymouth Leeds is our game here. Saints Watford. We've got Bristol City represented tomorrow night. Forest Bristol City. Villa Chelsea. We'll say come on Villa because they're a dearly departed side that we have covered on this channel before. I predicted a 2-1 once. I don't believe you. I can't remember. There you go. 4-1 Leeds, Eugene. 2-all Saints on Penn, says Jay. And 2-0 Cov. There you go, Ian. All in. Cov 3-0. Saints 3-1. Keep it coming. There we go. Click through all of those. It's always raining in Devon. There you go, Eugene. We'll throw that in there. Just quickly, if you can do me a favor, we've been doing this before kickoff recently. This video has 28 likes, according to the other screen. Would you all be as kind as to hit the like button at the same time? Really helps us out. We call that on this channel a like spike. So you've got 9 seconds to all hit the like button. Really, really helps me out. And away you go. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you. We've already had super chats. We've had members in here. We've got Match Bingo supporting you, hitting the like button as well. Thank you so much. There you go. It's just jumped up immediately. What does it say? 38. I think it's gone higher. 42. We'll see if we can get over 50 by the end of half time. Right, let's quickly clear the comments and then we're going to get into this. Smash that like button. Yes, thank you. Referee Jones tonight says Jay. Anyone else singing along to the Jana song? Paddy, I don't have the sound on, but yeah, I don't know. There we go. The rain in the southwest today is extreme. Very windy up here in Bedfordshire, but hey, I can't speak to the southwest. Referee Jones just signalling to both sides, both linesmen and are we taking the knee tonight or are we getting straight into it? Let's have a look. Away we go in the FA Cup. We have kickoff. So just quickly looking at the way Leeds are set up. By the way, they're on the attack immediately with Byram. Nonto is playing down the right. Pirro is in the 10 position. And Matteo Joseph is in the number 9 position. So that's the setup for Leeds that we were questioning with the foot mob sort of projection of how Leeds were going to line up. I think that's all done by algorithm. No human brain doing that. Byram seems to have had the ball for most of the first 42 seconds of this game. Cross ballooned out into the wind, into the stand, and we can get set. I am watching tonight BBC Sport on a TV feed. If you're watching on the iPlayer, if you're watching on your iPad or your smart TV, you might be a little bit behind me. Doesn't tend to be the case with terrestrial channels, so we should be okay. And I'll give you a timestamp if needs must. Ollie, this is summer for us in Plymouth. That's tremendous. Here's Callum Wright. It's opened up for him down the left-hand side. Just checks back. Wright bends the ball into the back. Stick looking for Hardy. Inviting cross there. Firpo just gets in front of Hardy. It is teeming with rain there. The players who are probably all dried off and whatnot after the warm-up are all absolutely drenched just from coming out pre-game. And yeah, I know they get paid a lot of money, but you'd have to pay me a lot of money to run around in weather like that for 2 hours. Put it that way. Referee Jones runs weirdly. Referees do, don't they? There we go. Kev, subscribed after the East Anglian vlog, which I really liked. I'm a Budgies fan. So you have no, of course not, mate. No. Free speech reigns supreme here. Whether you support Norwich, Plymouth, Leeds, Ipswich, Man United, Salford, anyone, we want to hear your takes. Right. Evening, Ben. Liking the pink. You won't be surprised. Tight offside call there. Joe's trying to. You won't be surprised that this dinosaur on the jumper, my daughter absolutely loves. So there you go. Nonto played on the right against us. Yeah, it looks like he's down the right with Sam Byram backing him up tonight. Plymouth 0, Leeds 0, 2:40 on the clock. Melier throws it out to Byram, who's narrow at right back. Nonto, bit of a hospital ball back to Byram, who draws the foul. Just a bit of a coming together. Byram stays down. He's a player who's had some injury problems, so I hope he pops up. Archer, keep us up to date with the commentary Wednesday score. In Spain, we don't. Yes. Do keep us up to date. In fact, Ali is saying there's been a Cov goal already. Let me just have a look. Yeah, it appears Coventry have taken the lead within 2 minutes at the CBS. If anyone's got a goal scorer for me, let me know. Looks like Cov have taken the lead. Is that right? And it's pretty trustworthy. Casey Palmer is the goal scorer. Do you play the keyboard? Yes, I do play the keyboard. I'm such a keyboard player. Look, I even have one drawn on my arm. It's been a big part of my life. So there we go. Here, down the right-hand side comes Hardy. Hardy, God, with that wind, it's worth sticking it in the box. Melier wasn't sure. Goes all the way over and Callum Wright recycles. Helped down the line. Cross comes in from the left and headed away. Looks like there's a handball in there. I think by Edwards. And Leeds have the restart. Difficult for either side, really, to get any flow in this game. I'm going to blame the conditions. Bit nightmarish for the players. But what that does mean is you're quite likely to get mistakes tonight, aren't you? Yeah, comment of the day. The most impartial, professional, level-headed person you can know. Thank you, Dave. My missus agrees with you. Here is Liam Cooper, just stood on the ball, not getting pressed by Whittaker, who we haven't mentioned yet, the real danger man for Plymouth. Brilliant striker, Whittaker, brilliant long-range shooter. Groyth tries to break through in midfield. Firpo helps it on. Completely scare him in the middle there, and now it breaks out for Morgan Whittaker, who has been fouled. What do we got here? Sadly, it will most likely be a Leeds, for instance. Plymouth loan players are not allowed to participate. Well, I mean, they would be allowed to participate if they weren't cup tied. So it's not that they're on loan, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Watching from the Netherlands, and the stream isn't working here. I have to do my match report. Well, we'll try our best, Mr. Whale, in there. Melier, Rodon, Byram, back to Rodon. Plymouth not engaging with the Leeds centre halves. The press is going in on the fullbacks, and they're just going to let the centre halves have it, and then squeeze the fullbacks and the central midfielders. The front three getting really narrow when Melier's got the ball then. So that's the kind of mid-block shape that Plymouth are using. Firpo given away. And here's the turnover, and Whittaker is behind Firpo now. Whittaker charging forward down the right into the box. Nothing doing. Poked back. Melier hoiks it clear. Galloway, easy win in the air over Nonto, who's about 5'0", isn't he? And now here comes Sorinola, right, down the left. That's helpful, isn't it? Looks like a Plymouth throw off Rodon, which Sorinola is just going to take a second to take. Daniel, Blackburn v Stoke looks interesting on Saturday. Feels must win for both. Very much so. Didn't quite make the mouth-watering matchup on the check-in, but it was close. I think we went for Wednesday of Birmingham. Throw in then, Sorinola. Hardy. Joseph tries to turn, and there is a lovely switch of play there out to Barley Mumba. Whacked across first time by Gibson, the centre-half. Good ball, that. And Mumba's going to try and make Firpo play that, and it's a throw-in to Leeds down the left-hand side. Leeds v Southampton, last day of the season, could be very interesting. I think every person involved with both of those clubs hopes everything is settled one way or the other before that game takes place. Where do you see Whittaker playing next year? I think he's going to be too expensive for even the parachute teams now, isn't he? I think he goes into the 10 million plus category, and maybe a team that gets promoted might take him, but he's been absolutely terrific. Does turn into Maradona every time he plays Ipswich as well, which doesn't help, but great player, Whittaker. Joseph heads down, and Kamara with the win in midfield. Big slide tackle there by Sorinola, who's playing on the front foot against Nonto, put it that way. Here's Byram. Nonto just coming back into his own half. Rodon, and he goes home to Melier. My bestie is an Ipswich fan. My bestie and your bestie sitting by the fire. Kamara, home he goes to Melier. I assume, in fact, I could check the number. The possession is highly in Leeds' favour at the moment. Yeah, 74. Christ. Although Leeds haven't made any chances really yet, have they? And here's a high turnover and a shot smacked in from long range from Joe Edwards. Worth a try. I'm going to say the cliche in these conditions. Can you bounce it in front of the keeper? Isaac, enjoy composing for piano and keyboard. I can send you stuff. It sounds lovely, Isaac. Feel free. Arrows. See this game in 3-2 or 3-1. Give me them goals. Although it could be he who does not make any mistakes wins tonight, isn't it, hey? Nonto, lovely play by him. Byram, heavy first touch. Plymouth just laying in wait and keep pickpocketing the ball back, as Sam Parkin would say. Rodon, nice ball up the line to Nonto. Little layoff for Byram, who's got nice and narrow. Nonto pulling out far to the right-hand side and underlapping fullback Byram so far this game. That's a good read by Ash Phillips. Little slide down the line. He's put too much on that. Dealt with by Liam Cooper. Rather well, actually. No. It's gone out. Actually, going to be a Leeds United throw in. We've got an equaliser. It's all going off at commentary. There you go. Wednesday goal, Ali. Tag team. There you go. Bailey Kadamatari, 1-1. 2 goals in the first 9 minutes at the CBS. Cov 1, Wednesday 1. They are playing each other for the 3rd time this month, I believe. Incredible. Let's have a goal fest with the ref throwing out red cards out like confetti. Bit of spice on a Tuesday night. Bring it on, Math. Look there. Math has got the membership. You can hit the join button down there. Help support the channel. Really helps me out. Trying to make some kind of part-time living out of doing this. If you enjoy the content, please do support. You don't have to, but we really appreciate it. But the bare minimum, you've got to hit the thumbs up button and get some comments in the chat. Keep that debate going. Huge boot down the pitch. Phillips has got to play this. Oh, he's made a mess of that. Anthony nicks it off him. He's won the throw in there. If he hasn't fouled him, yeah, I didn't think he fouled him. Anthony's saying he's getting a bit handsy with him. He has a point. I think it was on the verge of a foul, but not quite there. And the young ex-Blackburn, the Spurs centre-back, Ash Phillips, takes the throw-in. And here comes Whittaker. Oh, nice dribble by Whittaker. Great tackle by Griff in deep central midfield there. Needed to get that right, or else he was getting yellow carded. Is he Bulgarian, Griff? I'm going to say the Bulgarian. And I'm going to be wrong. What did I call the Sunderland striker the other day? Alexander Rusin, when he's Nazeri Rusin. I was just making up. Was he Ukrainian? Just making up Ukrainian names there. Here's Griff again. Round the corner from Kamara. Nice ball opens up the space for Byram. Oh, nice slide through by Byram. Joseph on the shoulder into the box. Joseph, nice feet. Great feet. Hits the shot. Oh, hits the post. That is brilliant play by Joseph. I think it's a brilliant save by Hazard. And if the officials have not given a corner then, that's ludicrous. Definitely got a hand on that, the keeper. I think it's a really good save. Great play by Joseph. And surely the keeper gets a hand on that. Smashes it towards the top corner. I think he's tipped it onto the post there, hasn't he? Poor officiating there. Should have been a corner to Leeds. I think it's a great save by Hazard. Great attacking play. Good move by Leeds. And the closest anyone's come there, Leeds United hitting the post there. I'm 99% certain that Hazard tipped that onto the post and it should have been a corner. And it's a really good save that by the Plymouth goalie. But he looked really dangerous there, Joseph. It's only a half chance and he's got to work inside, outside, gets on his right foot. It's a great strike. Can't do a lot more with that from that angle. Just hide to the keeper's left. Make the keeper work in these conditions. Hey, maybe low shots in these conditions are the one, but it's a great strike, isn't it? And I think they've just missed that one, the officials. Phillips. Whittaker. Oh, great little snatch by Rodon. Lovely play by the big centre-half. And Leeds are starting to purr now. As soon as I say that, Joseph is offside. Oh, we're going to get a nice one, BBC. Going to get a shot from behind. And there you go. That 100% confirms. Keeper gets a fingertip on that. All the Leeds players know, don't they? I think most of the Plymouth fans knew as well, don't they? But there you go. 14:20 on the clock. Plymouth 0, Leeds 0. Leeds with the lion's share of the possession. Just the one chance there. And Connor Hazard tipping on to the post. A really good save from Joseph up front. Groif with the free kick quickly out to Firpo. We love refs, says James. I normally can't sense sarcasm in text, but I'm sensing some sarcasm there, James. Dylan, another member. Thank you so much, Dylan. As a Town fan, having Leeds go on a lovely distracting cup run. Yeah, right. Self-interest is allowed here. Up the bees. Welcome, Chris. Hazard bowls that out to Phillips. Exchanges passes again. Here comes the press from Leeds into the right back area. Cleared up the line, and Cooper's going to have to deal with that, and he just blasts it up in the air. Can Pirro pull that down? No, it's nowhere near it, in fact. Maybe it's a bit windy there. Nonto vs Sorinola there. Sorinola goes down. I don't think Nonto fouled him, actually. He kind of jumped over the back of him. Referee Jones is going to stop the game, but there wasn't a foul there, I don't think. Just an awkward landing for Matthew Sorinola, former MK Dons player. Yeah, I don't think either player does anything wrong there. Nonto stands his ground. Sorinola heads it, just jumps over the top. No foul. Move on. And the ball is back with Ilan Melier, the Leeds keeper. Here is Nonto right up on the byline. Oh, nice little poke. Clever ball that by Nonto. Didn't see that one coming. Just poked it through for Byram to run onto. I think, has Nonto drawn a foul there? Might be a free kick, actually. He just stood his ground on Sorinola and he just clipped the back of him. I think it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's clever by Nonto. He's bought it, hasn't he? And I'm sure the free kick is going in the box. Daniel, is Mowbray going to keep the Blues up? You would think so, wouldn't you? Does Glenn Kamara want a sunbed, sun cream and cocktail with that cigar? Not in the rain tonight, hey? Keeping out of dodge in central midfield, hey? Free kick Leeds. Jaden Anthony is going to whip it in right-footed. Decent box scene for Leeds. Can he find a white shirt? Yes, at the back stick, but Rodon is going to have to chase after that, and it's knocked back to Glenn Kamara. Nonto, horrible ball by Nonto, but Edwards misses it and it nearly causes some trouble. Joseph gets back well, pokes down. It's going to be a Plymouth throw. James, another Town fan tuning in with the same agenda. Always had a soft spot for Plymouth in that area of the world, though. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to be able to try and get down there with the family and take Enid down to the southwest at some point. Eden Project sounds nice for a toddler, doesn't it? Hopefully a Premier League move for Chair in the summer, most likely. You want to get those Premier League buckaroos, don't you, Dave? Throw in Leeds, 18:20 on the clock, 0-0. Leeds coming closest. Great save by Connor Hazard from Joseph, tipping the ball onto the post. Nonto. Firpo, decent cross left-footed, headed up in the air. Ooh, no one gathers that for Plymouth, and Joseph recycles. Byram, Kamara, lovely feet by Kamara. Oh, brilliant play by Kamara. Pirro hits the shot deflected, and unbelievably leads a bit of the woodwork again. The keeper's done by the deflection. It's a brilliant bit of skill by Kamara. Pirro hit the shot left-footed. Decent enough hit. Deflects off the crossbar. Byron puts the cross in. Anthony goes down. Nothing wrong with that. Unlucky Leeds. I mean, Plymouth might have been a bit unlucky with the deflection, but lovely bit of skill by Kamara to set that up. And Leeds looking the more likely to take the lead here. Hazard Hospital ball there for Mummer. He does not want that neck high, does he? And hopefully BBC will give us a replay of that Joel Pirro effort. Where's the original strike going before the deflection? I think it takes it towards the middle of the goal, actually. Where's this going? We're right behind it. Actually, it's a helpful deflection there. Keeper would have been in trouble going to his left there. So we can probably call that good defending. Not that you want players wafting their leg at shots from the edge of the box, because a lot of people think deflections are lucky, but they're normally the result of one team putting the other in a not very good defensive position and being able to shoot with defenders not well positioned, which I think would be the case there. Eden Project, excellent call. Love taking the kids there back in the day. Yeah. Oh, and Plymouth into the box. Is that offside? I thought Joe Edwards was offside. If he's not, that's a decent chance there. Melier not happy with his centre half. Let's have a look. First instinct was he was offside. No, he's not offside. Good chance. Needed to get that across the keeper there. Lovely skill by Whittaker. And yeah, just caught them out, didn't they? Good save. Standing ovation, guys. Alfie, thank you so much. Signed up as a member. Thank you so much, Alfie. Really appreciate that. Alfie, if you are on Twitter, give me a DM and I'll give you my number and we can get you in the WhatsApp group. If you're not there, give me an email, benjaminbloommusic@gmail.com, and we'll get you in the WhatsApp group, my friend. If you do sign up as a member, you can join our WhatsApp group, which our man Russ, the Norwich fan, has set up as a community with all different threads now, which is brilliant. Today, you would have got early access to my tribal football column, which hasn't even gone up yet. And all the guys have had a read of that. And you can join our roundtable discussions as well. Really appreciate that, Alfie. Just make sure you give me a shout and get me your mobile number so we can put you in the WhatsApp group. Any of the lads in with membership signs will help you out as well if they can give you their Twitter and get you to me. They've all got my number. Right. Thank you. 21-47 Leeds on the attack once more. Plymouth had a chance, didn't they, with Joe Edwards. Leeds have hit the woodwork, post and bar now. Twice. Or rather, they've hit the post and bar once. They've hit the woodwork twice. You know what I mean before some pedant corrects my terrible English. Joseph hit the post. Pirro hit the bar. But Plymouth getting something on both shots there. Sam Byram just drawing a foul in this biblical rain down at Home Park. Nonto, great cross by Nonto. Hazard couldn't get near that. Goodness me. Just throws himself out at it. Great ball in from the right-hand side. From Willie Nonto. Cleared away by Hazard. And Firpo sweeps up loads of space for Grueff here. What can you do with this? He just plays it out to the wing. And Byram slides it down the line for Nonto. I don't know if the instructions they've been given on Nonto, Galloway and Sorinola there. And fair play to them because Nonto's a tricky customer, but they're playing really aggressively with Nonto, closing him down as soon as he gets the ball. He will turn them at one point, won't he? But fair play. Very Schumacher-y tactic, that. Thrown in by Byram to Pirro. Pirro to Joseph. Tries to play it down the line for Nonto. Cleared by Argyle. Out for a throw. Neil Warnock is one down already. He's Aberdeen manager. I got embarrassed. Someone said, is Warnock going to go to Aberdeen, Ben, in the stream? And I went, nah, there's no way he'll go that far north. Then it got confirmed a few hours later. What do I know? Hey? Kev served in the Royal Navy in Plymouth. Nice. I think I'm obliged to say thank you for your service, sir. The Barbican is a lovely area. There you go. Craig, the best part of the championship is watching you again. Ben, comment of the day, Craig. Thank you so much. There's some hardy Leeds United fans there. I hope they've cancelled work in the morning because they're having a late night tonight. Matty, welcome to you. Another member. Get that symbol by your name. Hit the join button. Really appreciate all the people that have rode on. 24-44. We could have had goals in this game. Leeds hitting the woodwork twice. Decent chance for Joe Edwards. Needed to put his shot across Melier. You never know where that gets palmed if the keeper makes a save there. Couldn't get hold of his shot at all. Foul by Gibson on Joseph. And it's a free kick in the centre circle. For Leeds. Wenlock. Warnock lives in Devon. Bit of a commute. Warnock should be given his own private jet, shouldn't he, eh? In what minute, Ollie, will the Neville penalty be given for a defender slipping and bringing a striker down? I'll put that to the chat. There you go, 61st. There's the answer. Melier. Again, Plymouth not engaging in the press on the very first line of Leeds. One back in the central midfield by Randell. And here is Mumba. Nice slide. Hardy is onside now. Hardy into the box down the right. Hardy, lovely cross. Great defending by, is it Sam Byram on the cover from right back? Gets a bit of luck with where it goes, but he puts himself in exactly the right position. Great play by Hardy down the right. We've seen a cross from Nonto earlier that was a great cross. That was a great cross as well by Hardy. Good clearance by Byram. Whittaker pokes that. Oh, Mumba looked offside there. Flag didn't go up. And Leeds can come away with Anthony. Joseph. Knocked inside to Melier. Right, Mess at Cambridge started playing the game in the awful rain. 5 minutes or so, they abandoned it. Oh, Bolton. Oh, God. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I must admit, it did happen to me earlier this season. Where was I? I was at Mansfield on the way to Rotherham to watch Ipswich and the game got postponed. You just have to laugh, don't you? I phoned my missus and she said, shall we have a takeaway? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I stopped worrying about the 4 hours of my life driving most of the way to Rotherham and back. I mean, he gets a bit of luck, Byron. We just seen the replay there, but it's really good defending. You always want to see your fullback tucking in there. It's got own goal written all over it, and he just gets his body the right way. Fair play, Byram, especially in this rain. Been an entertaining game so far. It has, Matty. It's got a bit of Hunger Games vibes about it. That, as someone said, anything can happen in this rain, can't it? It'd be a shame if it was decided by someone slipping or giving away a foul like that, but you've got to play the conditions. Whittaker tries to pierce the eye of the needle there and send Hardy through. Unlucky. Leeds centre-half's really tight in there on Ryan Hardy, who's a really good striker, actually. He would have been perfect to replace the injured George Hurst at Ipswich, I have to say, but don't think that deal was ever going to get done, was it? Pirro. Byram, who's having a good game. Anthony. Byram. Nonto. Nonto's going to have a run at Sorinola. Nonto, that's brilliant again from Nonto. He has put two tremendous crosses in. And if I'm Nonto, I'm a little bit like, how have I not got an assist in this game? He ran Sorinola there. It's the first time really they backed off Nonto and let him have a run at them. It's a hell of a cross, isn't it? And I don't know, name another fox in the books, poacher striker there. They're sticking that one in the back of the net, aren't they? How has there not been a goal yet? Don't know. Nonto is playing really well, actually, down that right-hand side. Could have had 2 assists in this one, couldn't he? Byram having a renaissance. Similar conditions of Watford Baggies earlier this season. Let's have a look at this cross. I don't know what else he's supposed to do, Nonto, there. If you wound that back and said, "You're a winger. Choose the perfect place to stick this cross in." That's exactly where Nonto put it. And you just want your Ian Rush, Jimmy Greaves, Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker, insert another, Andy Cole, whoever, to just be on the end of that and stick it in the back of the net. 0-0, good game. Plymouth 0, Leeds 0. Leeds looking the more likely, but it's 0-0, and these conditions are an absolute leveler, aren't they? Pat Bamford. Poor old Pat. There you go, Charlie Austin. Maybe that's a better shout. Ollie, we're pretty blessed for a keeper for Argyle when Cooper came back in. Oh, come on, Cooper's quality, isn't he? Get him in there. Nonto up for it tonight. Yeah, playing really nicely, actually. The Leeds right-hand side of Byram and Nonto looks good, doesn't it? Here is Galloway for Argyle. Sorinola into right. Randell knocks it back out to Sorinola. And Plymouth, this is the most patient they've been. Oh, lovely switch of play. Now, Mumba's got a bit of space. Can ever run at Firpo? No, crosses in early. Firpo makes the block. Good play by Plymouth then. A really good direct side, Plymouth. Quickly attacking and playing through the middle of teams in League One last season. When I said direct then, I didn't say long ball. Here comes Mumba. Mumba's in behind. Mumba puts the cross. It's going to fall to Sorinola, who puts it over the bar. I think there's a really good block in there by Joe Rodon. Plymouth just coming into their own. There's some of that angular, vertical. I think Hardy might have been. Was he offside from the cross? Hard to tell. Mumba, decent ball. Cooper flails the leg at it. Goes completely the wrong way. Here comes Sorinola. Good block by Rodon. Does well not to handball it as well. Doesn't he? Great chance. I love football. In these conditions, anyone can beat anyone. Right, it is a leveler, isn't it? Even, I think 100% of our viewers would say, well, Plymouth concede to Leeds in terms of squad quality, but home advantage conditions. Corner, Argyle. Referee Jones having a word with Phillips and Joseph on the back stick. Melier just giving his instructions to Joseph. Adam Randell is going to stick this one in right-footed in front of the Leeds fans. In it comes. Oh, Mumba drives the shot into the side netting, but keeper has that covered the whole way. Alfie, if you're in the chat still, fella, I've just got your email, so you're all sorted. I'll reply. I'll probably reply tomorrow morning, mate, but we're all sorted, and thank you so much. Byram spins, blocked out by Sorinola. Whittaker, Hardy, and Galloway. I can see scoring today, even Mumba. You mean one of those players or all of those players, eh? Hoiked up in the air by Randell. Flick on by Hardy. That's going to go out, and Melier is going to have the restart. There you go. Legend Alfie, all sorted, fella. Kev, thank you for your company. See you soon. Hit the like button before you go. How are we doing for likes? By the way, guys, where are we at? 60. Fantastic. Do hit the like button. Helps us out. Big style here on the channel. 0-0. 33 on the clock. 3-3-3-3. Melier goes long. Kind of don't blame him in this wind and rain. Get it up the pitch and let your midfielders start from there. What is that noise in here? Something's cooling. Probably the skybox. Or is it the wind and rain outside? into the corner of the box there. Cooper leaves it for Melier. Looked like a problem briefly there, but all good. Melier goes long. Easy header away by Galloway. Byram knocks that one back to Rodon. Nice ball by Rodon to Pirro. Good play by Leeds. Grove plays the channel there. Nice ball to Anthony. Good move this by Leeds. Grove. Switch of play by him, left-footed. Nice ball. Byram knocks it in. It's a great football by Leeds. Nonto. Nonto is offside. It's a lovely move, that. Went from back to front, from left to right, into the box. Just offside there. Nonto. I say he's just offside. He's miles offside. Linesman's got that one right. Well played. Plymouth holding the... Easy to get a bit hypnotised when a team's playing decent football in front of you, but they held their line well. The Plymouth back three of Phillips, Gibson and Galloway over on that left-hand side. Hazard is going to take the goal kick long. Interesting, both keepers, just for the last 10 minutes or so, going long with the goal kicks. I don't blame them in this rain. Phillips for Plymouth. Mumba. Heavy touch by Mumba, and he gets fouled by Jaden Anthony. Archer, long way to go, but assume extra time and pens. Yes, I think so. Is that right? Can someone double check that? I know in the 5th round there's no replays, but we're still in the 4th round, so I do think there's extra time and pens, isn't there? Foul by Byram on Sorinola. And I think Plymouth are going to send some centre halves. Might as well try and put a bit of pressure on Leeds here. Stick this on the back stick, and to quote the great Neil Warnock, make defenders defend. And it comes from Randell. Poor free kick, easily dealt with. Kamara. Oh, nice take by Pirro. 4-on-4 here. Leeds on the counter. Nonto driven wide. Just loses the momentum, the attack there. Nonto comes straight inside Randell. It's excellent from Nonto into the box. Nonto tries to put the cross in. Looks a real threat, doesn't he? Down the right wing, the Italy international, Willy Nonto. Good defending by Randell in the end. Just ran with Nonto, stuck with him, blocked the cross. Corner to Leeds United, which is going to come in left-footed from Ilya Gruev. And it comes, headed away by Mumba on the near post. Throw in to Leeds United. Could be a late night. I hope not. Whoever wins, can they do it, Tom? Yes, penalties after the... Whoever wins, can it be done in 90 minutes? Because my daughter doesn't care if there's extra time. She's getting up at 6 a.m. tomorrow and will scream for me to go and get her. Given away by Rodon. Plymouth throw for Sorinola. 38-20 on the clock. FA Cup 4th round. Plymouth 0. Leeds 0 in the other FA Cup ties. It's all championship stuff tonight. Cov 1, Wednesday 1. Palmer and Cadamarteri, the goal scorers inside 10 minutes. It's 0-0. Watford, Saints, Watford, sorry, that way round. Oh, here comes Anthony into the box. Anthony scored in the first game, comes inside onto the right foot, blocked out. Pirro, who's already hit the bar, crowded out. Well played, Callum Wright, who just blocks him out there. And there's a counter now. Hardy on the left wing. Can he switch the play? He can try. Firpo, good defending. Sees that well and actually makes a really good header there. Junior Firpo. All bar 3 players. This is Leeds' second team. No, it's not. Mellier's first choice. Rodon's first choice. Gruif and Kamara. Okay, Ampadu's been playing centre back. I think there might be more than 3, but yeah, it's a 1B team. Byram's certainly been a first choice player this season, hasn't he? And Nonto, I think if he was fit for most of the season, would have been in. And Piro cost 10 million quid. So nice work if you're 10 million quid player as a reserve, isn't it? But yeah, I'd call it a 1B team. Kamara tries to thread the eye of the needle there. And here is Whittaker. Right. Sorinola. Good press by Leeds. And home it goes to Hazard, who kept Plymouth in the game earlier on. And down it goes. And back with Gruif. His distribution has been really good, actually. Nice left-footed player. Gruif. Here's Anthony. Turns inside Ash Phillips. Nonto. Nonto tries to get down the line. He's played well, Nonto. Sorinola aggressive again, but makes the tackle. (41:10) on the clock. 0-0. Entertaining game, though, I have to say. Neither side sitting back, which is all we want on these watch-alongs. Just both sides going for it. Can never guarantee goals, but just want to see people try and win, don't we? Which sometimes we don't see. Here is Rodon. Nonto. Rodon. Piro costs more than our whole squad. Wait till you see how much Ruta costs then, Ollie. Don't see Piro making step up to Premier League. I might make you right about that, actually, Jay. I was expecting him to blast this season and score 25 goals. And yeah, but at the moment, he is despite costing 10 million quid, he is a reserve, isn't he? It's a watchable game, just needs to wait for it. Goal. Don't disagree, Math, to be honest. Galloway. Right. Sorinola's going for the Hollywood switch of play there. Firpo deals with that easily. Heads it down to Anthony, who drives in off the left wing. Good run by Jaden Anthony. Piro deep in that 10 position. Gruif. Rodon. Nonto, who's been really good, hasn't he? Nonto slides it in. Gruif. Kamara. Leeds working the ball. Here's Kamara. Gruif. Rodon tries to slide it through to Joseph. And it's easily gathered by Hazard. Do I see this Leeds team survive in the Premier League? Do you know what? If they went up this season, I'm not sure. There's almost more chance of this Leeds team with these players if they had a run at it next season and Farker really got... What I'm saying is I think the pattern of play just needs to really, really be A+. You just know what the Premier League's like. It's a nightmare, and there's a fair few unproven commodities, isn't there? So it's just difficult, isn't it? In betwixt and in between the Championship and the Premier League. Nonto closes down Galloway. So Plymouth a throw in. No added time. Maybe we are getting an early night, Joe. How about that? In which case, this is probably the last phase of the half. As we come up 44-30. Little dink into the front. Well read by Rodon. Bounces off right. Joseph knocks it back. Grove. Kamara, lovely turn. Excellent play. Kamara drives forward. Anthony into the box. Blocked by Mumba. Don't turn your back. Back to Kamara. Kamara, nice looking cross. Nonto heads down. Byram steps into the box. Nonto's onside. Nonto gets the cross and Sorinola blocks it. That's excellent. Think he's won the goal kick as well. Good defending. And whoever commented there's no added time was right. Out we go. And yeah, fair play to all the players because it's teaming down with rain and they've just got on with the first half. No stoppages, no stoppage time whatsoever. It's half time. It's Plymouth 0, Leeds 0. Decent game. Leeds probably the better side, aren't they? But Plymouth are in it. It's not by any stretch of walkover in Leeds' favour. Leeds hit the woodwork twice. Tipped onto the post by Hazard from Joseph's shot. Piru's shot looked like it was going in the corner. Deflects, goes down the middle of the goal, hits the bar. Best chance for Plymouth for Joe Edwards. Didn't get hold of his shot, but decent game. Should mention as well, Willie Nonto down the right wing has put in two devilish crosses that just had goal written all over them, but there was nobody there in the centre to put those home. In other news in the Cup, it's 1-1. Coventry versus Sheffield Wednesday. It's 0-0. Southampton and Watford. Here are your numbers for the first half. Leeds dominant in possession, 68-32. But on the XG, Plymouth are actually ahead there, 0.19 to 0.16. They're actually ahead on shots as well, 4-3. Remember, as much as hitting the post is unlucky, it doesn't count as a shot on target, does it? So Plymouth are actually in the lead in terms of shots on target. But I think we might be into lies, damned lies, and statistics there. You can see by the shot map, though, not a lot doing. The chances we've had have been, fairly worth mentioning. But outside of that, it's fairly obvious there hasn't been a great deal else. Guys, I'm going to do my normal trick. It is half time. So I'm just going to go and make myself a drink and visit the little boys' room. Get your questions in. I'd love to do some debate and some chat, whatever topics you want to talk about. For some half-time Q&A, I'm going to be back in 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Go make yourself a cup of tea, and I'll see you back then. We're back, and I've got a mouthful of squash. It's half time in the watch along. Plymouth 0, Leeds 0. Let's do some Q&A. Anything you want to chat about, anything you want discussed by me and the chat, do get involved. What have we got here? Questions. Jay, who's my dark horse for winning the FA Cup? That's a great question. Let's have a look and see who's in there as a dark horse. How about Wolverhampton Wanderers at home to Brighton in round 5? Can they win that? Yeah, let's go for Wolverhampton Wanderers, being as we did them. We did them in the last round in the watch along. James, do you think Blackburn could get relegated? I think if Blackburn were to sack John Dahl Thomason and have to change the manager, given the chaos there, yes. But they'd need to. I think they've got players and they're in the position to survive for sure. So it need a bit more chaos. But yeah, of course they could get relegated. What do we got? Questions. Michael, will the signing of Kiefer Moore, do you think, Ipswich play a more direct style of football? Yes, I do. Well, no, maybe not direct. I just think they'll change the angle of attack a little bit. So Ipswich are completely set up to build up the play and make cutbacks to the edge of the box. Whereas if you've got Kiefer Moore in there, I still think they'll try and build up the play. But you've got to be hanging it up to the back post if you're getting in sort of positive positions, aren't you? So, yeah, I think there'll be more crosses now for sure. You'd be mad not to, wouldn't you? What do we got here? Alfie, I'm back on the Wagner wagon. I can't say it. Wagner wagon. 9 points from Hull, West Brom, Leeds and Coventry. Very impressive, and performances have improved substantially. Could we see Ipswich v Norwich in the playoffs once again? Alfie, I hope not, my friend, because I don't think my heart could take it. But so you're assuming that Ipswich v Norwich will be 4th versus 5th, I guess, because I think lots of people are assuming that now the top 3 is the year 1 parachute teams, isn't it? But could happen, dearie me. Thoughts on Nathan Jones to Charlton? Bit of a humbling, Wenlock, is the first thing I would say. Really think Nathan Jones is a really good manager. Just for whatever reason, let's be honest, everyone's failed at Stoke, so we can give him a pass there. And he just made a right Horlicks of it what's the name? Southampton, didn't he? So, yes. If McKenna wasn't managing Ipswich, where do you reckon they'd be? What, assuming they were in the Championship this season? Not as high. Put it that way. Yeah, he's definitely the reason. We've just seen some highlights from Saints Watford in the first half. Oh, God, looks like Southampton should have been in the lead. I think it's Che Adams there missing a big chance in that game. Keep your questions coming. Has the heating in my room improved? The heating in my room has not improved, Michael, but it's a little bit warmer, even though it's hammering it down. Saying about the players playing in this, I've got to walk. I'm in my garage here, and I have to walk literally about 5 steps into the house. And yeah, didn't like the rain. There is Casey Palmer's goal. For Coventry, we're going to see the equalisers. 1-1 Coventry Wednesday. It's going to be from a recycled corner, this Wednesday goal. Stop the cross there. Oh, my God. Are they going to score from this? Oh, Coventry. Dearie me. Coventry had about 8 chances to clear that ball, and they're one of the better defensive sides in the Championship. Really surprising goal to see Coventry concede that one, but it is indeed 1-1. Right, guys, let's do... Do you want to do a roll call or where in the world? Let's do where in the world. Let me know. Sensible answers only. I'm not going to read out dumb ones. Let me know where you are watching from tonight. And it is important to me. So, yeah, do actually give us your location, because it gives me an idea of how we're doing with the channel. You got 18 seconds. Let me know where in the world you're watching from tonight. We'll let that tick around a little bit more. Give a shout out to all of your places of residence here. Let's go through in the chat right now. What have we got? Jace in Cambridge. I drove past today up the A14, my friend. Tom in Yorkshire. James in Southampton. Wenlock in Shrewsbury. Ollie in South London. Andrew in Manila. Oh, it's 4:42 a.m. now. Paynton, Argyle 83, the Netherlands, Wales, Adam in North Carolina, James in Taunton. Looks like we've got loads of Plymouth fans here. Leighton Buzzard, just around the corner from me, Michael. We looked at a home in Leighton Buzzard on like the hottest day of the year, actually. I remember going and looking at it. Wiltshire, Knick-Knack. Said sensible answers only, Annie. Deary me. I really do appreciate everybody watching, though. We are half-time. It's Plymouth 0, Leeds 0 in the FA Cup 4th round replay. The two sides, as you can see on the ticker, which has been going incessantly in 15th and 3rd place in the Championship. Remember, we did say if this game goes 65, 70 minutes at 0-0, you can see Daniel Farker doing break glass in case of emergency. And look at that bench for Leeds. He could make a triple substitution there of Somerville, Rutter and Bamford all in one go. Remember, he's got Gray, who's played the majority of games, and Ampadu as well in terms of first team quality. On the bench there. So that could become an issue. I'm assuming it's just going to keep raining and raining and raining and raining all evening long in Plymouth. So remember, the weather can be an equalizer in games like this. Let's go back to the comments. We've got some more shout outs for your where in the world. Hove Math, Fort Lauderdale, Jack, Steve in Watford, just down the M1 from me. Half time, as I said, in the remaining FA Cup games, it's 1-1 between Sheffield Wednesday and Coventry. Coventry Wednesday. It's 0-0 between Southampton and Watford. All kinds of Championship matchups tonight in the FA Cup 4th round replays. Richard is in Bradford, and Blakey 2 is pretty much there as well. Michael, my thoughts on Neil Warnock going to Aberdeen. I'm surprised. I thought he would have waited for a Championship job, but I think time is of the essence for Mr. Warnock, and he's just keen to get back in. Speaking of keen to get back in, the Plymouth players are keen to get back out. They're already out there. Hopefully, they've all got new shirts to play in for the second half. They're back out in the rain, ready for the second half. No sign of the Leeds players just yet. And we are going to kick off very soon. In fact, here they come down the tunnel. Guys, we've got 77 likes. Let's see if we can get it close to 100. You got 9 seconds on the like spike. If you haven't already hit like, I need you to all hit like at the very, very same time. See if we can get up close and personal with 100 likes. Here comes the like spike. You got 9 seconds. Hit that like button. Go. Thank you very, very much for your support. The Leeds players are out. Ian Foster, the Plymouth manager, is just striding up the touchline. A few more likes in the like spike. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. 87 likes. We are so close to that 100. We can do it. We can do it. Right, let's rattle through the teams. Referee Jones just getting everything ready to go in this second half. It's going to be Plymouth to kick us off. And we are go. Second half has begun. Housekeeping endorses me to say we're watching on BBC. If you need a timestamp, let me know. Chance on the edge of the box on the volley from Randell. Never gets hold of that, out for a goal kick. Let's do the teams real quick. For Argyle, Hazard in goal. Galloway, Gibson, Phillips across the back. Mumba, Sorinola wide. Randell Williams, central midfield. Whittaker and right off Hardy up the top. For Leeds, Meslier in goal. Firpo, Cooper, Rodon, Byram. Central midfield, Groif and Kamara. Nonto right, Anthony left, Peru 10, and Joseph up front. 0-0. And Firpo knocks that inside to Groif, who's going to travel in central midfield. Nice ball into the front, looking for Peru. Couldn't quite lay that off to Joseph. At half-time, I made marmalade on toast. Sounds good, Timmy. Sounds very, very good. Ewan is in Chroma. Good evening to Hector. Look, another member. Get that sign by your name. What was for dinner? Do you know what? We had nice dinner, actually, James. We had fish, potato, sauce, and broccoli. Although Shaylee admits that the broccoli went in a little bit too long. But then when I doused it in the sauce, it tasted real good. Did Hardy catch Firpo with the elbow? He did, but it was deemed that he didn't swing it. He'd have been in trouble if he swung it, put it that way. Best marmalade is lime. Wow, I've never had lime marmalade. Sounds tremendous, though. No wine tonight, no. I have been dry since the start of the year. I'm being a good boy. Cruyff, nice ball. He's a good player, Cruyff, isn't he? Uses the ball really nice with that left foot. Firpo down the left. Firpo, Anthony into the box. Anthony cuts it back. Can Joseph spin and shoot? He can. It's blocked. Firpo hits the shot right-footed. Blocked as well. Here comes Anthony. Oh, he cuts inside. Shoots right-footed. Blocked. Good block by Randell. Got his hands behind his back as well. Here's Rodon. Byram. Rodon into the centre circle for Liam Cooper. I'd rather have overdone than underdone broccoli. That is the moral of the story today. I do think QPR are the only ones who can escape the relegation zone now. Sorry. Noisy one down the mic there. I don't know. I do like the Sheffield Wednesday manager. Something about him, but yeah. He's like 1 point in 5 games or 4 games or something for Wednesday. Need to go on another run like they did in December. It's looking like that at the moment that QPR are the danger in terms of getting out. Rotherham do look cooked, don't they? But we wish them well, obviously. Byram, nice little feed through. Piru cuts inside. Piru shoots left-footed. Good save by Hazard. Nonto lets it go out for a corner. He's played well, the Plymouth keeper. He made that great save in the first half from Joseph, didn't he? Where's this one going from Piru? It's pretty much down his throat. But again, we keep saying in these conditions, just shoot. But if you can, bounce it in front of the keeper, hey? Broccoli tastes like snot. That's disgusting. Nonto, cross blocked by Mumba. Groove, Nonto. Kamara. Rodon, Nonto. Nice little dink over to Anthony, who's obviously was covering halfway from the corner. Leeds trying to get back into their normal attacking shape. Here's Byram down the right. Oh, nice slide by Byram. Well, nice idea trying to get Kamara in. They blocked it out. And Whittaker Lays it off to right, and Plymouth are going to try and counter. It's just booted into the channel for Ryan Hardy to chase. He is not getting that one. There we go. Conrad. Coventry 2-1. Callum O'Hare. What a good player he is, Anir. Firpo. Anthony. Oh, nice feet, Anthony. Little knock inside 1-2 is good from Firpo and Anthony. Anthony's still got it. Puts it across low and just too many bodies in the box. Trying the cutback there. It's really good build-up. It's just no killer ball and finish from Leeds. Kamara takes the throw in. And Leeds playing it out of defence. Alfie, Rotherham beat Norwich in the beginning of the season. Had a good start. They were very good. Thought they would be fine. Yeah, maybe they peaked too early there, didn't they? Good side at home. I went to Rotherham. Well, I've been to Rotherham twice this season because it got rained off once. They drew 2-2 against it, which, to be fair, they did equalise in stoppage time. But they played well, actually. Here is Anthony. Again, he's looked dangerous. Anthony, little feed through Firpo. Firpo puts the cross in, and again, it's blocked. And they're tearing Plymouth a new one down their right-hand side here. Firpo and Anthony, but they just haven't managed to make the killer pass each time. It's poor from Mumba, isn't it? Really lets Firpo go there. And they make the block in the end. Corner to Leeds. And it comes. It's not a great ball. It's gone over everyone's head, in fact. Ash Phillips just levers Byram off the ball at the back. And it goes out for a goal kick. So if I was Daniel Farker, I'd want this done in 90 minutes, whichever way. I would go treble sub, and I'd bring in Ruter, Bamford and Somerville all in one go. Certainly be entertaining, wouldn't it? Put it that way. Rodon. Byram. Nonto gets fouled, but gets it back to Byram. Byram still travelling forward. Byram puts the cross in. Decent block. Pirro edge of the box. Nice feet. Pirro! Oh, another good block by Plymouth. They defended well, haven't they, Plymouth, in terms of head it, kick it, block it. Giving up plenty of chances, though, aren't they? Pirro seems to have had about 4 of them from the edge of the box with that left foot. Kamara. He's a classy player, isn't he? Kamara to Anthony. Anthony give and go. And out it goes. Get the feeling a Leeds goal is coming. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Somerville or Mavididi. I'll take either of them, James. Both great players. Could Rotherham get less points than Ipswich in 2018-19? Possibly could, actually, couldn't they? That'd be some going. What a dreadful team that was, eh? The worst Ipswich team I've seen in my lifetime, that. And I include the one that stunk out the Premier League and lost 9-0 to Man United. Anyway. Get on topic, Ben. Anthony, nice layoff. Leeds really putting the pressure on here. Cruyff. Joseph hits the shot. Oh, that misses by an inch. Just wide of the post. And they really look like scoring now, Leeds, don't they? Cruyff, excellent again. Good feet by Joseph. Does it take a deflection or just go through the legs of the defender? You touch that? I don't know. Oh, keeper's not getting that, is he? Just wide of the post. Yes, corner. Just deflected wide. Leeds well on top here in this second half. Need a goal, though, when they're on top. Because you know what Plymouth are like with one of those quick vertical attacks. They'll score past you if you give them a chance. Southampton have scored 1-0 Saints. So it could be some more fixture congestion in terms of Southampton's schedule. That would mean that Southampton would play 5 3-game weeks in a row, as in Saturday midweek, blah, 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 blah. In it comes to the back stick, the corner. Firpo's there. You can't do anything with that. And out it goes. 55 on the clock. Leeds well on top in the second half. Plymouth trying to get going again in the second half. They've not really been in the game, have they? Been all Leeds since half time. Thanks again to Match Bingo, by the way. We're going to be playing on Friday night in the watch along Sheffield Wednesday v Birmingham. By the way, we'll be live for Ipswich versus West Brom and Coventry v Millwall. 3 watch alongs this weekend, and we can play Match Bingo on all of those. Go and get involved over at Match Bingo. Please play responsibly if you're going to. If you do go, why not click this here QR code and let them know that we sent you. Just pause your phone there, take a picture of that and recognise it. And up, and away you go. Coventry 3-1. Looks like Coventry are going through to the 5th round of the Cup. You're going to ask me who they're going to be playing. And I don't know. Someone tell me in the chat. Who does that mean Coventry will go against? Firpo down the left. Firpo crossed in. And again, it's good defending by Plymouth. They're being dominated in the build-up here. But head it, kick it, clear it, block it. They're defending really well, Argyle, aren't they? But can they do it for another 35 minutes? I'm not sure they can. You do feel the Leeds goal coming, don't you? Anthony with the corner. And it comes and it was Hazard and who was that on the near post? It might have been Joseph. You just wondered if he got there first. He's flicking that in the goal, isn't he? But obviously the keeper with the extra advantage of being able to use his arms just fists that away. Anthony, Kamara, Firpo, and Kamara. And Plymouth get a foot in and clear it. And Hardy's knocked that off. And here comes a counter with Callum Wright. And that's hopeless. Just plays it behind Sorinola. And then there's some holding. And then the ball's kicked away. So there may be 2 yellow cards coming out here for Plymouth. I don't know who kicked the ball away. If it was the same player, we'd probably just get away with the 1 yellow card. Yeah, it's a definite yellow for Callum Wright, isn't it? He can't hold. He's holding on to Nonto's arm. I think Sorinola kicked the ball away. So possibly lucky to get away with that. But I make referee Jones right about that one. Is it 4-1? Oh, it's Maidstone, is it? Bloody Maidstone, hey? Good luck to him, hey? And is it at the CBS then? Are they going away, Maidstone? As long as they make some money out of it. O'Hare again. Filthy goal. You love to see it. And Hadji Wright, presumably the other one, slid into the box. Where's this triple substitution? I'm fully expecting to see Rutter, Bamford and Somerville all in one go in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Surely you have to do that, don't you? 2 games in a row, Wednesday have fallen apart in the second half. Good point, Jay. Worrying for the Wednesday fans. Need more character than that. Going to get out of the bottom 3. Callum Wright with the slide tackle all the way back into his own half. Galloway, spins and clears. That's blocked. It's an offside flag gone up. Bit lucky there because the ball just bounced back and he was just by default in an offside position. The Wednesday floodgates suddenly open. Same, yeah, exactly. Totally agree. Looks like we're going to get a sub for Plymouth first. 70th minute, not before. There we go. Freddie Isaka, who BBC are telling us was Plymouth's youngest ever player. How about that? Argyle have been disappointing this half. Yeah, I know what you mean, Ian. They haven't been allowed to play, have they? But haven't been in the game much. See if they can get into it. Nil-nil, and we are up the hour now Is it going to be a mistake or a substitution that turns this particular game? We will find out. 2-0 Saints. That one looks like it's all over, and it does look like Southampton, if they are going to have a successful season and finish in the top two, they're going to have to do it with 5 3-game weeks in a row all the way through February and the first week of March. But when you're winning, you don't mind playing every 3.5 days or whatever that amounts to. Mara, again, thanks, Annie, for Saints, who are 2-0 up against Watford. So it looks like, well, we're going with rank in the Championship FA Cup ties. The higher ranked sides, Southampton and Coventry, look like they are going through. Why do Portsmouth hate Southampton so much, Ben? I don't know, Walter Hope, Valley Railway enthusiast. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't hate anybody, but yeah, they don't like each other, do they? Sorinola has been pulled up for another foul. He is on the tightrope there, Sorinola, because he kicked the ball away a few minutes ago, and he's kind of lucky he gets his feet involved in that, because if it was just pulling, he would get himself a yellow card there, but no cigar there. Gets away with that one. Sorry, no, the next foul he's getting a booking, isn't he? Byram. Nonto tries to get past Sorinola, who just stands his ground then and doesn't foul Nonto, and it's out with a throw-in. Which Galloway is going to take. Plymouth just can't get in the game in the second half. Leeds have been well on top, but haven't managed to get the goal, and the game is still in the balance. And there is a sweeping ball out right. It's a good ball, actually. Mumba makes something of it. Here's Whittaker. Whittaker in a dangerous position there. He scored plenty of goals from there. Blocked out, though, by Cooper. Not the best shot by Whittaker. And Leeds pick it up again. Kamara. Firpo. Both Leeds fullbacks have come narrow and joined in central midfield, haven't they? In this game. Byram slides it into Rodon. And out it goes to Junior Firpo. Anthony. Leeds still with the ball, but just a little drop in intensity. Really dominant so far in the second half, Leeds. Here comes Nonto. Goes inside to Gruif. Kamara. Nice feet by Byram, and he draws the foul. It's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Chance to stick one in the box. Look at those numbers. Look, 86% possession to Leeds in the second half, 0.45 XG, and seven shots in the second half. So I think the eye test meets the numbers. Sorinola stays down. Willie Nonto trying to help him with a cramped left foot. Coventry 3 goals in 8 minutes. So here comes the free kick to Leeds. I think Anthony's going to put it in right-footed. Galloway gets the header on it. Here is Kamara. Knocks it inside. Have to applaud Plymouth for holding on. Class difference between the two sides and Leeds with 6 times higher players. So they've blocked everything, haven't they? Leeds not managed to get the goal despite, as those numbers and our eyes told us, Leeds have been all over them in the second half here. Joseph, little feed into Nonto, edge of the box. Nonto hits the shot. And finally, Leeds have the breakthrough, played into Willie Nonto, edge of the box. It's a deserved goal, frankly, for Leeds, isn't it? It's a good finish. He drills it in, right-footed into the corner. Plymouth 0, Leeds United 1. Willie Nonto celebrates with the Leeds United end there. They do deserve the lead. They've been really good in the second half. Leeds, it's nicely worked, isn't it? Off the right-hand side. Byram nips in and wins it. Quick pass by Joseph. And he's just on the edge of the box there, Nonto. He sorts his feet out really quickly. There's sort of 3 players vaguely close to him. But the thing with someone like Nonto, you don't know which way he's going to go. He kind of shapes that he's going to go on the outside, and then he swings back across it and hits it in the opposite corner. To go through Phillips' legs, it does, doesn't it? It's a good finish down low to the keeper's right, and I think it's a deserved goal for Leeds, who are heading through to the 4th round. Someone's going to tell me who they're due to play. 23 minutes to go, but Plymouth are going to need to up their game. They've not really been in the Leeds half this half, have they? And they are now a goal down. Here are your reactions to that one. It was all coming, wasn't it? There we go. Let's click through all of those. There we go. Chelsea or Villa? Thank you, guys. Nice easy tie in the next round. I think Leeds have won another corner there. Willie Nonto, I think maybe someone's trod on his foot there. Looks like he's in a bit of pain. Ouch. Yeah, sorry, Nola, just treading on the outside of Nonto's foot there. Try and run that one off. Corner then to Leeds, who now lead 1-0. And it comes left-footed. Phillips wins the header. And the second ball headed down, and Whittaker kind of slices the clearance. Here's Anthony. Oh, Anthony's beating his man. Oh, poor cross, though. It was Randell, central midfielder, ended up marking the left winger, Anthony, there. He beat him easily, but just final ball from Anthony and Firpo down that left-hand side hasn't been great, has it? Plymouth 0, Leeds 1. Leeds second half domination, really, leading to Willie Nonto's goal there. It was about 66, wasn't it, when it went in? And Plymouth, the way I see it, they've not been in the second half. They need to hang in there and just go Hail Mary in the last 10 minutes. But even since the goal, they've not really managed to get out, have they? The ball is back with Hazard. Can Argyle get into the game, build something up now? Mumba. Phillips. Back home to Hazard. Decent press by Leeds. Suspect a couple of those front players doing that pressing. No, they've only got a few more minutes to play before they're coming out subbed. And we are going to have a yellow card surely here for Joe Rodon, who commits his cynical shirt pull foul there and gives the thumb up. I guess he's saying fair enough. You got me. Coventry 4, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Southampton 2, Watford 0 in the other two. FA Cup ties. It is Championship night in the FA Cup. That one's clipped over the top to Ryan Hardy, who must be offside because everybody has stopped. Well, we're going to get a double sub from Daniel Farker, but it's not going to be all the strikers getting in there. I think that's Shackleton and Gray coming in for Leeds. So he's happy with what he's got up top. Daniel Farker. Oh, excuse me. Is that Joe Gelhart? It's not Shackleton at all. Sorry, my bad. Gray and Gelhart. It looks like Nonto and Anthony went out. So he's taken off both of the wingers. I'm guessing Gelhart will play up front and Joseph will go and play on one of the wings. Gray, I mean, he's played central midfield and he's played right back. Maybe they'll go to a 4-3-3 shape, but I wouldn't have thought so with Daniel Farker. So it'll be interesting to see how he sets this up. And the young lad for Plymouth, whose name escapes me, Isaka, Freddie Isaka, has come on for Callum Wright. It does look like Archie Gray has gone into central midfield. Maybe Glenn Kamara is going to step forward, is he? If they give me the shot, I'll be able to tell you. So it looks like Piru's playing up top. Oh, Anthony didn't go off, I don't think. No, he's still on. Beg your pardon. Who went off then? Anthony into the box. Mumba follows him. It's back with Gray. Gray hits the shot, and that goes wide of the post. Sorry, Kamara went off. Sorry, I thought Anthony was going off. Kamara went off. There you go. So it's far more straightforward than I imagined. So Gray, straight swap for Kamara in central midfield. And it looks like, oh, there you go. It looks like Gelhart's just playing down the right. Far more straightforward than I imagined. Would have helped if I'd got the right players going off, wouldn't I? Here is Firpo, Gray, Cooper, Melier, Rodon, Byram, Rodon, Cooper, Anthony, Gray. Loads of passes from Leeds. Gray holds it up nicely. He's a natural, isn't he, that Gray? Firpo into traffic, and Mumba takes it off him. Nice play by Mumba, actually, outside of the foot to Randell. And here is the young lad, Isaka. Going to try and run Byram. Fair play. Shoulder to shoulder there. Isaka goes down. There's no foul, is there? And it's out for a goal kick. He's got his arm out, Byram, but there's no real pull or push either way. Isaka looked to play on. And Melier is going to take the goal kick. 74-33 on the clock. Piru. Firpo. Firpo to Anthony. Back to Firpo. Anthony. Pace has slowed down now, and Leeds moving the ball much more freely. Of course, they're happy to pass the ball in their own half and in midfield. Now they've got the goal. And Cooper goes home to Amelie. Grove. And here is Melier again. If it wasn't peeing down, he'd have got a yellow for simulate. No, don't be silly. There are three options when someone goes down. It could be a foul. It could be simulation. The bloke just fell over, though, frankly, didn't he? It's allowed. It is Piru. Oh, heavy touch there. It's good opening there. He's charging through the middle of the pitch. Have the three relegated teams ever all come back up the following season before? Didn't that happen once? I can't remember. Recently, we had two of them, didn't we? We had Norwich and Watford bounce in 2021, was that? I think. The second COVID season. Not sure all three have bounced. It's a free kick to Plymouth. We get another sub here. Sorinola is coming out for Plymouth. Caleb Roberts, another youngster, he's only 18, is coming in. $13 to go. Plymouth actually might be able to get the ball in the box here. Barely been in there in the second half, have they? Free kick. Chance to whip it in. Whittaker bends it in left-footed. Oh, my goodness me. They have equalised. And the flag stays down. The free kick goes to the back stick. And having not been in the game in the entire second half, it is Plymouth 1, Leeds United 1. Where the hell did that come from? Well, that's quite incredible. I need to see the Leeds defending there from that. I don't know if they held the high line and just got it wrong. Let's have a look. He's onside. It's Firpo playing everybody onside. And yeah, there's no danger. Is that the lad who's just come on who set that up? Was it Roberts? Is Roberts 26? What an impact by the... No, it's who set that up? 26. Oh, it's Phillips, isn't it? Yeah, just got their line wrong then, Leeds, which allowed Galloway a free run right down the middle of the goal. Good play by Ash Phillips, isn't it, to hook it back? And that's probably the first penalty box entrance for at least half an hour in this second half, isn't it? I think there might have been one right at the start of the second half. And that's football, guys, isn't it? 1-1. Yellow card's just come out there. Phillips probably a bit giddy, just smashed into the back of Anthony and takes the yellow card. It's Plymouth 1, Leeds 1. Goodness me. No one wants extra time. We want to go home, don't we? And Southampton scored again. Don't think there's ever been an instance of all three relegated teams coming straight back up. Most recently, Fulham went down and came back up. No, I don't. I thought it might have happened once. Or maybe I'm thinking of the 3 promoted teams getting relegated. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Grace. Yeah, maybe you're right. 1-1. And so much for the early night. This is going to extra time unless we get another goal. Remember, Leeds still do have another 3 subs, and they still do have Rutter, Bamford, Somerville on the bench. So they can still do the mega attacking sub if they want. Curled in by Anthony, headed away. It's just been one-way traffic in this second half, hasn't it? And Leeds just falling asleep, just got their line all wrong, didn't they? And Firpo's just a step behind everybody else and playing everybody on side. And as soon as you get that situation where Galloway is on side and in front of everybody, it's really good from Ash Phillips, isn't it? To recycle, and it just kind of bashes him and goes in. And Daniel Farker is doing what I would have done now. Pat Bamford and Jorginho Rutter are coming into the game. They haven't put Somerville in. I guess he wants to save a sub, doesn't he? In case it goes to extra time. So Rutter is in and Bamford is in. Anthony and Joseph are out. So it looks like Bamford's gone up top. Looks like Rutter's going to play down the left, Gelhardt down the right, and Piru's going to stay in the 10. Bamford gets his first touch down the right-hand side, wins a corner. Leeds really don't want a late finish. Nobody wants a late finish, Ollie. We should go straight to penalties after 90 minutes. How likely are Leicester, Saints and Leeds all getting promoted back up? Pretty likely, to be honest, but you never know. Corner goes in. Rodon recycles on the back stick. Rutter gets his first touch. Going to win another corner, isn't he? Comes off Ash Phillips. This is going to pens. Get the coffee on. I can't do it, Dave. I have 3 coffees a day and I've already had them. No more coffee for me. I won't sleep. Corner Leeds, which Grueff is going to take left-footed. And it comes. Chance to control it on the back stick for Rutter, but couldn't quite get it under. Gelhardt shanks it forward. It's gone out for a throw-in in the left-back area. 83 on the clock. And I'm not getting to bed very early tonight, am I? Unless there's a goal in the remaining 7 minutes of this game. Too late for a coffee, not after 5. To be fair, I did have one just before we started this. I just needed a bit of hyping up, if you feel me. Throw in. Sorry, it's not going to be a throw in. It's going to be a free kick, which Connor Hazard has come way out of his goal to take. Don't worry, Ben. Plymouth will score. This is Leeds, remember. I don't care who scores, Tom. I just want to go to bed after full time. You know me and watch-alongs. I hate extra time. Although, to be fair, in this game, extra time probably won't be cagey, will it? Tournament extra time. I know the FA Cup's a tournament, but you know what I mean. International tournament extra time. So cagey, isn't it? So dull. Adds absolutely nothing to the spectacle, does it? Rarely get a dramatic extra. I suppose we got a couple in the World Cup, didn't we? But it's a rarity, isn't it? Rutter comes inside. Crowded out. Firpo completely bottles that 50-50, doesn't he? And Roberts, the youngster, wins a throw-in off Junior Firpo as we come up 85 minutes. Yeah, stream extra time from bed. Yeah. That may not go down well. booted forward. That's going to go all the way out for a goal kick to Plymouth and to Hazard. Whether Leeds or Saints get automatic, it'd be hard for another team to beat them in the air. Totally. Immediate favourites for the playoffs, won't they? And as much as people incorrectly try and say the playoffs are, quote, a lottery every year, go and look up the results and they're not. Isaka turns himself inside and outside and falls on his backside. I'm a poet and I didn't. Sorry, it's Roberts. Sorry, Isaka. My bad. Here comes Ruter down the left. Tries to put the cross into the near post. Pat Bamford was there. Didn't quite get it. That one's just went out of play and then span back in. God, who made the pitch wet? I think that should say who made the pitch wet? God, because the heavens have really opened all night, haven't they? Rodon. Home it goes to Melier. Rodon. Grueff. God, it's that swirly, windy, rain, blizzardy stuff, isn't it? I know blizzards are snow, but you know what I mean, don't you? Gray. Firpo, 87.19 on the clock. Ruter down the left into the box. Ruter, nice little back heel to Firpo. Firpo cross deflected corner. Leeds, although they've had plenty of those in the second half, and the score still remains level. Plymouth 1, Leeds 1. Plymouth nicking that equaliser from a set piece. Look at that corner flag, nearly blown over. Grueff puts the corner in as a foul on Joe Edwards. And it's going to be a restart, a free kick to Plymouth. I think extra time should be 1 15-minute half. They need to do something with it, because it just knackers everyone out, doesn't it? And as you say, everyone's so scared to lose. Just get no attacking, do you? Hopefully that won't be the case here, and we'll get some kamikaze try and win the game type thing. Postponements this weekend, yeah. Pretty wet, isn't it? Throw in to Plymouth, right back area. Phillips hurls it down the line. Edwards' little flick. Firpo heads it on. It's played into the front. Decent enough strength from Isaka, but Leeds win it back. And it's booted forward. That's going out, though. No, it's not. Waits for Gibson, who hoofs it into the stand. All very rudimentary, but we mentioned the conditions 100 times. Keep the ball away from your goal. Firpo throws it into Pirro. Firpo gets it back, tries to play it into Bamford. Firpo blocked out by Randell, who knocks it into Whitaker. Mumba, you're playing down the left-hand side now. Did they swap when Sorinola went off? If they did, I didn't spot it. My bad. 5 seconds until we find out how much stoppage time there is. 4 minutes of minimum stoppage time. And then, by God, we're staying up an extra half hour. Ugh. I want to go to bed. Grove. Anyone want to win the game in stoppage time? Firpo. 30 seconds of stoppage time played. 3.5 minutes minimum remaining. Grove. Gets it back off Byram. Grove to Cooper. Firpo. Bamford. Ruter trying to get it back to Bamford. Going to get out of his feet there, Ruter, and giving away. Leeds win it back. Gray. Byram. Is anyone going to score, or do I have to stay up for another half hour? Gray. Grove. Rodon. Grove. It's all in front of Plymouth at the moment. And they cut through. Grove goes in long to the back post, looking for Bamford. Oh, it's headed down. Can Pirro pounce on it? No, he can't. Something's been given. Is there a foul on Phillips there? If I'd picked one of the other two replays, but well, I didn't pick it. Blame the BBC for that. Creed Somerville is on. Looks like he's loving the rain. Sam Byram has come out, so I'm guessing Archie Gray is going to go and play at right back. I think that's it for Leeds subs, isn't it? Is that all 5? Although you can do another one in extra time, can't you? Is that right? Here's Ruter. Somerville. Can he win the game in stoppage time in a 2-minute cameo? I'll take it if he can. Shot driven in by Grove, blocked. Ruter, edge of the box. Ruter to Firpo to Somerville. Back to Firpo. Crossed in. Oh, they've hit the post. Oh, it was nearly bedtime then. Gelhardt drives the ball against the post, and all of a sudden, here comes Isaka driving out. Good tackle by Grove. Leeds inches from winning it. I'm just not getting to bed on time tonight, am I? Somerville coming into the box. Tries to curl the shot right foot. It's blocked by Phillips. I mean, you've got to say fair play to Plymouth. They have cleared, blocked, headed, kicked, everything away, haven't they? To try and stay in this game. And that was the one, wasn't it? That was the go-to-bed chance. And Gelhardt couldn't put the game to bed. Drove the shot against the post. Leeds hit the woodwork for the 3rd time in this game. They've done enough to win the game, but they're not going to. They're going to have to go to extra time. 2 more seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Given away. Here's Whittaker. And Whittaker's played it to Hardy. Get Plymouth nick it right at the last second. Hardy drives the shot. They nearly did. Decent save by Melier. That would have been incredible. Difficult chance for Hardy, but that would have been the most football thing possible, wouldn't it? Drilled the shot. It's a good strike, isn't it? It's going in the corner. Then we're going to see Gelhardt strike against the post. To be fair to Gelhardt, he hits that hell of a well, doesn't he? Half volley in that rain. Oh, he's really unlucky, isn't he? He does very little wrong with that. He's just off by an inch, isn't he? Or 2 or 3. Corner then to Plymouth. Can they nick it with the last kick of the game and send me to bed on time? No, they can't. Corner went in. It's flicked off. Apparently, my box is going to go into standby. I need to press any button. Not that one, though, because that's going to mess with the lights. I'm pressing buttons. There you go. So you've got to sort the lights out. Corner goes in. Somerville clears. Sorry. If I press the Yeah, there we go. If I press the remote button, it does the remote for the light. And by God, we've got extra bloody time, haven't we? Groan. That's me groaning, everybody. Extra time then in this one. We're not getting to bed on time tonight. Leeds dominant really in the second half. Got themselves in front, gave away a set play and conceded from it. How silly. Do you know what? I'm going to show you the second half stats rather than the entire stats. Look at Plymouth's XG. Let me just illustrate though that the XG for for Galloway's goal was 0.97. To be fair, on that one chance there. Look at the Leeds shot map. 14 shots to 4, but as you can see there, one big chance conceded from that set play. And despite having 82% possession and 14 second half shots, you got to score the goals and keep them out the other end. And Leeds did not allow their dominance to do that. Let's go to some comments. Extra time prediction. 1-1. Yeah. Pretend your TV is broke. No, come on. We're in for the long haul now. I'll do it. We'll go the distance. Maybe I can go the distance. Already counting sheep when it hit the post. Yeah, right. My bed was waiting for me. Leeds don't want to expend too much energy. Yes, they got Ian's Rotherham, haven't they? They need to get rid of extra time. Yeah, straight to penalties. I'm all for it. 3-0 to Southampton. They are through. Hercules, Michael Bolton. You love the spectacle of extra time. I like penalties. Penalties are fun. Extra time, though. I mean, come on. Extra time prediction. Leeds 7 chances, 2 times woodwork, and a spawny Plymouth winner. Bring it on. The earlier I get to bed, I'm campaigning for no penalties. So any team win this damn game. Send us all to bed. It's the FA Cup 4th round. It's a Tuesday night. It's 9:40. I'm going past 10 o'clock now for this. Dear oh me. BBC just analysing the goals. Here's Willie Nonto's strike through the legs of Ash Phillips. Nice finish by Nonto. Leeds deserved to take the lead at that point. Been well on top. But then, really bad defensive line in terms of Firpo's the only one with his hand up saying offside. Junior, mate, you're the one playing everybody onside. It's really good from Phillips, though. Look at that control. And yeah, just chest it in the goal. Galloway. And he does with a 0.97 XG chance from 2 yards with no goalkeeper. Basically, he just had to let it hit him, and in it goes. Should go back to the golden goal. Didn't that make extra time even more defensive, though, Dylan? But yeah, it's got to be a better way than half-hour extra time. Jeez. Biased. Can't deny the passion. I mean, they've defended well, haven't they, Tom? Blocked everything. Got in the way. Fair play to the players for playing 120 minutes in this blooming weather. Again, I know they're really well paid, but as I said earlier, you have to pay me well to run around for 2 hours in this weather. Although it would help if I was an elite athlete who trained in the rain as well. Chris Martin sent off for Bristol Rovers. Unbelievable scenes. I'll wake you on again. Extra time. Plymouth 1. Leeds 1. Can we go to bed? Can we F? Here comes extra time. We've kicked off. Give us a winner. Right, let's try and do the teams, even though there's been 100 subs. We'll stick them up on the screen and try and remind you who's actually on the pitch now. So, for Plymouth. Well, Plymouth only made 2 subs, so that's reasonably easy to keep track of. Hazard in goal, Phillips, Gibson, Galloway. Sorinola's out, so Mumba's playing left wing back and Roberts is playing right wing back. Randell, Edwards, Whittaker, Hardy. Wright is out and Isaka is in for Leeds. Melier, Byram, Roden, Cooper, Firpo. Sorry, Byram's out. Archie Gray did come on in central midfield. He's playing right back now. Grueff and who's the other central midfielder now for Leeds? I haven't got a blooming clue. Who's playing central midfield for Leeds? Grueff and is it Gray? No, Gray's definitely playing right back. Well, Gelhart's playing right. Piru's playing 10. Somerville, Grueff, and I think it's Piru. Well, essentially, it looks like Leeds have got one central midfielder on. So, hey, they've got Somerville in, haven't they? And Somerville pierces it through to Bamford. Leeds basically don't have a central midfield at this stage. I guess Gray has to just join in at every moment, doesn't he? In goes the cross to the back stick. Gelhart's there. Oh, he tries to pull it back. Could he have had a shot there? I mean, it's bold from Farker, isn't it? He's made 5 subs. You do get another one in extra time. So, yeah, I guess Firpo and Gray are just trying to get into central midfield as often as they can. You can't say he's not going for it because then that gets Pirro up the pitch. They've essentially got 2 number 10s then with Ruter as well. Somerville left, Gelhart right, Bamford on top. It's basically 5 up front from Leeds, which you love to see. Gray's the last man. He plays that home. 1-1. Bit stormy in Plymouth. Fresh Ruter, Somerville and Bamford against the tiring defence. I mean, fair play to Farker. He used to do that for Norwich, didn't he? Just bung a load of forwards on. You love to see it. Poor old Grueff is in midfield on his own. They're almost playing the Leicester shape, aren't they? Really? Where one of the fullbacks goes into midfield. Ruter hits the shot. I think Hazard got a hand on that, didn't he? It's going to be a corner. We've seen Leicester play it loads of times this season where, although they do, to be fair, they do still have 2 central midfielders in, don't they? Corner to Leeds with their 100 strikers all on the pitch. Grueff is going to put it in left-footed 3 minutes into extra time. Grueff puts it to the back stick, headed away by Galloway, the goal scorer. Galloway wanted a throw in. Don't know who he's shushing there, but he didn't get it. Throw into Leeds. Firpo to Cooper. Rodon. Gray. You can see Somerville a bit narrow there. They're just taking it in turns to drop into central midfield. The Leeds players, only one central midfielder in the game here. Whittaker tried to play that around the corner. Already gone out of play. As we come up to the end of the first fight, with 4.5 minutes into the first period of extra time. Everyone wants to go to bed, but we're still going. Plymouth 1, Leeds 1 in the FA Cup. Sensational scenes, though. We have gone over 100 likes. The game goes long enough, you get the likes in the end, don't you? Thank you, everybody. Do hit the like button if you haven't already. Do appreciate it. We're putting in a late night stint here on the watch long. Here comes Somerville into the box. Little knockback, Ruter. Ruter gets us out of his feet. And again, I mean, if Plymouth win this on penalties, you'll say, what a defensive stalwart show from the Plymouth, well, I'll say centre-backs and wing-backs and central midfielders. Corner to Leeds. In it goes. Rodon heads it goalwards. Easy save. for Hazard. And he is in no hurry to kick that down the pitch because none of his players are going down the pitch. Difficult chance for Road on that. Comes behind him and he has to kind of crane his neck round it. Nice switch of play. Do you know what? Plymouth should have got in down the right-hand side there, shouldn't they? But blocked out. And it's a bit stretched here. Ruter dribbling forward. Ruter to Somerville. Somerville dribbles into the box. Somerville right-footed. Smashes it into the corner. And the super sub, Somerville, gives Leeds the lead again with his 18th, is it 13th goal of the season in all competitions. And Leeds lead again. Plymouth 1, Leeds 2 in extra time. Well, they turned it over, didn't they, in midfield? They got a bit of space for once without Plymouth being behind the ball. And Somerville has punished Plymouth there. Gets a bit of space, doesn't he, on the right-hand side. He takes Phillips, the centre-back, inside. He has no cover. We want to double up on those dribbly Leeds wide players. Comes inside. Nice curling finish by Somerville. We've seen him do that many times this season. Easy finish for him, that, isn't it? And Leeds lead 2-1 in minute 97. So minute 7 of extra time. And when Leeds scored earlier in the game, I did think, okay, that's game over. So I'm not going to say that or think that again because they then conceded, didn't they? But they're in front again, Leeds. Plymouth 1, Leeds 2. Let's bung your comments up. There we go. Feel like if you get through extra time, you at least want to see penalties. No, Alfie, I want to go to bed. So I'm quite happy. Whoever wins. Here is Grove. And whoever wins is Leeds at the moment. There's one in the channel for Bamford to chase. Phillips just nicks that off him. Although I think the offside flag has gone. Cheat code territory. Yeah, he's tremendous. Somerville, isn't he? I think Hazard's going to come forward and take this goal kick, is he? Free kick, excuse me. He's not. It's not back to him, but Hazard boots it all the way down the ground, all the way out of play, the other end. What a waste of time. Can we go to bed? No, because we are in minute 8 of extra time. But as it stands, we're not getting penalties. Plymouth 1, Leeds 2. I tell you what, you're going to get Surly Ben if this goes to penalties. Nine minutes of extra time play. Daniel Farker, arms folded. If managers could tell the truth, he'd say, didn't really want to be here in an FA Cup fourth round replay. Certainly didn't want to be here in extra time. But here we are. And Leeds have got to play the cards they're dealt. Ruter tries to slide that into Bamford. Nice touch from Bamford. Shot deflected. Corner. The one advantage Leeds do have over Southampton is they played that game against Norwich. They moved it forward, didn't they? So I believe, I can't remember which week. Week 3 of February, Southampton are going to be playing midweek. Leeds are not. So they will get one midweek off. Bring back the golden goal. Actually, I'm endorsing the golden goal because if there'd been a golden goal, I'd be in bed by now, wouldn't I? But there you go. Oh, in comes the corner. Firpo is going to get done for a high foot there. Bit silly, wasn't it? Randell stuck his head in. Firpo apologises. Exactly, yeah. Ninja kick. Silly Billy. Was never going to get away with that one, was he? Here is Phillips. Firpo tries a Cantona, yeah. That's the only time you're going to hear Junior Firpo compared with the great Eric Cantona. Some of them may have just saved us. Plymouth seem tired now. I hope I'm not jinxing it. Well, here they come. Hardy. Edge of the box. Plays it to Mumba, who's playing down the left now, of course. So he's going to go on his right foot. We all knew that. Knocks it inside. Whittaker is the guy you'd want to be taking the shot, but he leans back and he skies it. 1-2. Leeds still lead. For a player of Whittaker's quality, that is a dreadful finish. Goal kick goes short out to Eric Cantona, Junior Firpo. Inside it goes to Grove, who's having a lovely old time playing centre midfield on his own for Leeds, who have got 2 number 10s, 2 wingers and a striker on, which I find brilliant. Although, to be fair, Leicester have done that all season, haven't they? Gray, nice feet. Rodon. It's back with Melier. Takes his time, clips it forward. Holds up in the wind. Somerville ain't going to win anything in the air against Phillips, is he? Grove. Who's probably in with a shout for man of the match, Grove. Played really well, hasn't he? Somerville dribbles forward again into Ruta in the box. Ruta is off side. Edwards for Plymouth. Randell. Phillips. Gibson. Galloway. Ooh. A bit of dodgy playing out at the back there, but I don't think Gibson wanted that back when he gave it to Galloway. He got it back and he got pressed by 2 players. Oh, very messy this, but Plymouth still got it, actually, to be fair. Down the right-hand side. Fair play to all the lads who are going to do all 120 minutes of this in the obscene pouring rain here. Galloway. Who's having more fun, me or Daniel? Nobody's having fun, Rich. We all want to go to bed, and this bloody game is still going. I bet you Plymouth are going to equalise in minute 29 of extra time. Don't worry about it. I was just up to a really good bit of my book as well. I'm going to be too knackered, and Shaylee's going to not let me have the light on. Here's Gray. Gelhart. Bamford. Somerville. Firpo. Firpo dinks it in. Good header, clear. Rodon. Leeds have got everybody up front now. This is brilliant. And Joel Pirro with the worst shot of the day. Skies it into the crowd. 21:56. The night is still young. You don't have a 2-year-old who's going to be up at 6 a.m. Bremner's Ghost, do you? Who's getting booked and why? I didn't see anyone do anything wrong. Referee Jones. By the way, when it's pouring down with rain, what's the waterproofness he's writing on his card there? Surely you can't write on his card. Gray in a foot race there with Isaka. Does well, actually. Could have given away a chance if he didn't handle himself there, young Gray. Nice. Just done near an hour with Gab Sutton on ITFC in a championship race out tomorrow over on Blue Monday. Check that out, guys. The excellent Rich And the equally excellent, or maybe slightly just let, I've got to be Team Rich here, haven't I? The equally excellent 1A and 1A star, Gab Sutton there. You know what I mean. Go on, Gab. Here's Bamford trying to get the ball under in this awful conditions. Trying to poke it through left-footed to Pirro. Nothing doing. It's going through to Hazard. And I think someone got tripped there. 10-year-old asleep by half time. Screw you, Bremner's ghost, asleep by half time. What time's he getting up? Just in the Pirro shirt like an Aussie rules football kick. We're terrible in Norfolk. 300-mile-an-hour winds. There might be a rogue O in there. Bamford is on 90 grand a week. I'd be happy to play in that stuff for 120. I mean, I'd do it for 90 grand, most definitely. I wouldn't be happy about it, though. I'd moan about it all the way. What is keeping Ben awake is this sparkling performance from Leeds. Yeah. 15 minutes to go, guys. In the I Love Extra Time show. 2-1 to Leeds. 1-1 at full time. Cree Somerville coming in off the left wing and bending one right-footed into the far corner to give Leeds the lead. You'd think that would be game over, but hey, they took the lead in normal time and gave Plymouth the option to tap in from a free kick. Galloway scoring. So it's not guaranteed. Leeds have been pretty dominant, haven't they? Definitely since half time of normal time. Just seeing all the goals again on BBC. Nonto. Then Firpo playing everyone on side from the free kick. And Roberts, Phillips, excuse me, nice little hook back to Galloway. There's Somerville, lovely dribble, curls it in with the right foot. 2-1. Looks like we've had a substitute. Dan Scarr has come in. BBC News will follow this programme. Me going to bed will follow this programme. As the rain continues to fall, the game continues to play. We're going into the second half of extra time. So minutes 105 to 120 coming up. My stream is now 2.5 hours long. And here we go. Melier clears it. I will attempt, and I'll struggle, but I'll attempt to do the teams for you now with lots of subs having been made. I think it was Galloway, the goal scorer, came out for Scar. I think I've just seen him on the bench. Oh, actually, they brought Ben Wayne in for Edwards. I think they might have gone to a back four, Plymouth. We'll have a look. Ooh, careful. Wayne sliding in there a bit dangerously. Roberts hits the shot, not far over the bar. Melier happy with the pressing from his team. So let's try and figure this out. So Galloway's out. Scar is in. No, I think they are still playing a back three. So Hazard, Phillips, Gibson, Scar. Mumba's playing left. Roberts is playing right. Randell and I don't know who's playing in central midfield now. Maybe Asaka. Maybe they've gone two up front. Hardy and Wayne up top. Whitaker obviously still in. Is it Randell? I think Randell and Asaka are playing central midfield. For Leeds, Melier, Firpo, Cooper, Rodon. Gray's playing right back. Groof is playing central midfield himself with help from whoever can be asked. Pirro is on at 10. Ruta is also on at 10. And they've still got two wingers and a striker, Leeds, which is great attacking stuff. Somerville left. Gelhardt right with Bamford up top. So Leeds are basically playing the system that Leicester play with the ball, where it's like, well, it's 4-1-5, but effectively it's 3-2-5 because one of their fullbacks gets into central midfield, doesn't he? But I suppose from Daniel Farke's point of view, Plymouth haven't had any possession in the middle of the pitch, so why not play one central midfielder? But here come Plymouth. Whittaker coming in off the right, tries to feed it to Mumba. Actually, to be fair, is Mumba playing down the right again now? Maybe that's the switch around that has been made. Hard to keep up when they never show you the wide angle of the pitch. Cleared forward by Rodon. Scar, Gibson, Roberts. Yeah, it just looks like Roberts and Mumba have swapped sides at wing back. Whittaker crosses in low. Rodon clears it away. Throw in to Plymouth, who have actually been on top in the second period of extra time here since the subs. Mumba, throw in. Flicked on by Hardy. And Pirro doing his turn in central midfield, helping Grueff. Pointing behind him saying, someone go behind me. I don't want to play central midfield. I want to be in bed like everybody else does. But if I'm going to be in Plymouth in the rain, I'm not playing central midfield. Scar goes home. Hazard boots it forward. Actually, maybe you guys are right in the chat. Is Gibson playing left back then? Roberts has gone into central midfield, hasn't he? So, yeah, I think you're probably right. Maybe it is a back four. Robertson, Edwards went out, didn't he? Robertson, Randell, central midfield. Wayne and Hardy up front. And then you've got Isaka and Whittaker playing wide. So, not that I want a goal. Both sides, yeah, I think Paddy's correct there in the chat. So I don't want a goal, but both sides have got hell of an attacking formations going at the moment. And it's peeing down with rain and someone could make a mistake. Oh, and there is a mistake. Bamford, Somerville now. Somerville into the box. Somerville knocks it onto Ruter, tries to get the shot, and that surely is it. Ruter side foots it in off the post with the left foot. And with 9 minutes of remaining extra time, maybe we are actually all going to get to go to bed. It is Plymouth 1, Leeds 3, Ruter. Thank you and good night, potentially. Plymouth 1, Leeds 3, Ruter. The 35 million euro signing has done it on a wet Tuesday night in Plymouth. It's given away, wasn't it? Bamford slid it through. Somerville dribble. Gets it to Ruter. It's a really good finish, isn't it? Just find the corner. Hit it early. Find the corner. In off the post, actually. Keeper's never saving that, is he? Does he get deflection? Don't think it does. I think it's just a good finish, isn't it, by Ruter? And surely, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. My work here is done. Plymouth 1, Leeds 3. Leeds are going to play Chelsea or Aston Villa in round 5. in the final Wednesday of this month, 28th or something. It's a leap year this year, isn't it? Ruter in the 111th minute after 10 p.m. gets the goal. And surely Leeds are through now. Let's get your comments up. Math, legend, thank you so much for the super chat. Very, very kind. Thanks for my dedication. I'm still up. Sorry, let me just grab your comments. There you go. Thank God for that. We can all go to bed. Oh, here they come again, actually. Trying to play Somerville in. Mumba gets in the way. There you go. Sorry, I'm just clicking through all of your comments. Bush. There we go. Somerville tries to feed it through to Ruter. They're smelling goals, these Leeds subs, Somerville and Ruter. They've both got one. And that's really good play by Ruter. Wins himself the foul, chasing back. Ash Phillips, who's put in a really good shift, actually, to be fair. He's probably at fault for the first goal, wasn't he? And we all fall down. Now we're done for away to Sunderland. God, is it Sunderland away? What a journey that is. Yeah, I remember doing that with Sam on the predictions, which are coming out tomorrow, by the way. Ian Foster, that's a sad gif, isn't it? Staring, getting completely drenched, knowing he's out of the FA Cup. Does my 3-2 prediction count if Plymouth score one more? Well, of course it does, because it'd be 3-2. It can count after extra time. Sure. Booted forward towards Bamford. Mumba. Come on, lads. Just shake hands and we can go to bed, can't we? We got 6 more minutes of extra time remaining. Ball goes forward long to Hardy. Rodent does well. Cooper. Firpo. Griff. Firpo. Firpo gets it back. Fair old press from Isaka. Does he foul Firpo? I think referee Jones. Has given the advantage. Someone clip that. What did I say? Did I say something stupid again? Come on, man. It's late. You can't be clipping dumb stuff I say after 10 o'clock at night. Oh. It is Ruter. Grove. Oh, the Ian Foster thing, yeah. Amen. Surely foul on Somerville, but we're keeping going into the box. Shot deflected. That could have gone anywhere. Goes out for a corner. It's Gelhardt who hit the shot. Plymouth can't cope with, it's probably a yellow card, that foul in the build-up by Scar. Don't know if referee Jones is going to pull that back for a yellow after the advantage. Really lazy leg by Gibson. Fair play. I mean, he's pretty knackered, but could have gone anywhere. His body's not in the way. Just flings his leg out behind him. Gruif taking his time to take the corner. He wants to go to bed. I want to go to bed. You want to go to bed. Let's go to bed. In 4 minutes now, 26 minutes of extra time gone. Another corner for Leeds headed out. Make sure you hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. I think we went over 100 ages ago. Corner comes in. Oh, that's going to go into the back of the net. It's 4-1. We're definitely going to bed. Did anybody touch that? Is that an own goal, or has Gruif got himself a goal? The Leeds lads are all laughing. It's 4-1. Now, we'll find out in just a second. Let me just hit the goal stinger. I was going to nominate Gruif for man of the match. He might have just scored. The camera's on Ryan Hardy Did it go in off a Plymouth player or did it go straight in? Let's find out, BBC. Gives a replay. Touch anyone? I think touched Hardy on the near post, didn't it? Let's have a look. Yes, it's going to be an own goal for Ryan Hardy, the Plymouth number 9. Yeah, definitely gets a touch on that. Phillips can't do anything on the line. Goals. Plymouth 1, Leeds 4. But at least we don't have to sit through bloody penalties. There we go. Let's go to bed as your viral clip of the week. Oh, chance for Whittaker, actually. There we go. I'm going to click through all of these really, really quickly. What we must do with 2 minutes to go. There we go. Ryan Hardy with the own goal. I need your man of the match shouts. Get your shouts in for your man of the match. You've got 5 seconds only on this stinger. Let me know who you think's man of the match. Preferably someone who's done the whole 120 minutes in the rain. Fair play to any of those boys. Man of the match, please. Get your suggestions in the chat. Go. Ash Phillips is just coming off. Bless him, he's putting a shift at Plymouth centre back. He's been a bit unlucky for a couple of the goals, hasn't he? Wrong place, wrong time for Phillips. Got any man of the match shouts? Groif, yeah, that's who I'd go for. Groif. There we go. We're going for, I think we're unanimous there. We go for Groif, who sat in central midfield, used the ball really well, nice left foot. He won't get an assist because it's an own goal. Here comes Bamford. Is that a penalty? No. I think just got something on the ball there. I don't think he fouled Bamford, did he? To be honest, I need another look at it, but the ref seemed pretty sure, referee Jones. We're giving Groif the man of the match, who's the one-man lead central midfield since, since Somerville came on, just before 90 minutes was up. Nice turn by Ruter. Ruter slides it through. Chance for Bamford, should have scored. Could have been 5-1 then, couldn't it? It's all got very loose now, as you can imagine, with the game well and truly over. Nice break. Lovely pass by Ruter. He's got to do better with that, Pat Bamford, hasn't he? Really good chance. On his left foot as well, his favoured foot. Should have scored. Leeds fans are still having fun. They won't be having fun when they get into the car and they turn their sat-nav on and it says they're going to be home at 4 a.m. or whatever. Once they got out of the traffic in Plymouth. Foul on Gelhardt. Could have kept going then, couldn't he? And well done, referee Jones. He blew up just a couple of seconds before the end of extra time. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with me for Plymouth 1, Leeds 4 until 10:15 at night. Extra time, at least no penalties. It was easy in the end for Leeds, but they made hard work of it, didn't they? Should have won in normal time. Nonto gave them the lead. Galloway with Plymouth's only real chance in the second half. Got the equaliser. In extra time, Somerville Ruter, own goal by Hardy. Leeds go through. They will play Aston Villa or Chelsea. That will be decided tomorrow night in the other FA Cup fourth round ties. It's Championship night tonight. Southampton 3, Watford 0, and Coventry 4, Wednesday 1. So it went with league ranking tonight. Guys, thank you so much. Do hit the like before you leave. I can see some nice comments going up there. I'm just going to play the Patreon stinger to get out, and we will see you. We'll do another championship check-in clip during the morning tomorrow, and we've got predictions with Sam tomorrow. I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock or something. We'll get that out. Thank you for your support. We had Alfie earlier in the night sign up, didn't we? We had super chats as well from Math and Annie. Thank you so much for your support. It's been a long night, but we made it, didn't we? Thank you for watching. Plymouth 1, Leeds 4 in the FA Cup. Leeds go through. Good effing night, everybody. Now, you might see a YouTuber with millions of subscribers and views a week driving a Bentley. It's a bit more modest, I have to say, when you're covering the Championship. So if you can find a few quid each month to support over on Patreon or by hitting the join button here, you are making the world of difference for myself, Shaylee, and Enid.